Just this week, you probably heard the breaking news that girl group Lovelyz will be disbanding because only one of the members decided to renew their contracts with their company, Woollim Entertainment. And if you're like me, you only knew about this group mainly from watching this chaotic character who blew up recently online. Even in Korea, people were surprised to find out that Mijoo was in a girl group. They thought she was just a variety show talent, not an idol. This is exactly why some call Lovelyz Mijoo and Friends. But still, this is when I thought it would be the best time to have Lovelyz promote and become a giant in K-pop. Mijoo was a viral sensation in Korea on TV shows, Lovelyz produced some bops over their time that stayed on the charts, and the group got their first win since debut just a year ago. And one last comeback was actually in the works, but because of conflict, it didn't happen. Instead, it was all over before I believe it even started. Today we'll be looking into what happened to Lovelyz and why they should have been the group everybody fell in love with. Alright y'all, I gotta keep it real with you. Over 80% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. Hit the subscribe and the bell so you don't miss a brand new What Happened video every single Friday. At this point, the K-pop label Woollim Entertainment was responsible for the boy group Infinite. They were definitely at their peak of their career, comparing to when they started in those days of having no money to film a debut music video, shooting in Woollim Entertainment's CEO's house. And he even sold that same house later on to pay for the production of Infinite's first album. So yeah, the CEO and the company seemed like a real one. But soon, Woollim Entertainment would be debuting another group from their label.
1, 2, 3, 4.
W-O-R-D, we're coming up. Mama, come on, baby, tell me what's the word. What up? Yeah, 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 yeah. Get it on the way. What up? Do your dance quick. Mama, come on, baby, tell me what's the word.
As the new girl group released their pre-debut single song, they kind of ran into a little controversy. Okay, it was kind of a big one. One that could have completely ruined Lovelyz, like even before they debuted. But after all, it turned out to be fake. Here's what happened. Accusations arose targeting Lovelyz member Jisoo. One person claimed Jisoo was bi and got together with the accuser, and Jisoo had taken photos of her and started spreading it around her family and friends, getting her fired from her job, having them believe that she's lesbian. Other anonymous people would come out to say Jisoo also mistreated them in a sensual way. As you can see, I'm choosing my words based on YouTube to try to not demonetize this video. We good, YouTube? But here's the crazy thing. It was all allegedly lies. Woollim denied the claims and took the accusers to court. They would find out that the original accuser was not a girl, but actually a middle-aged man. The other anonymous accusers never came forward with evidence or pursued forward legally, and they actually faked messages that came from Jisoo. But it was too little too late. Sadly, Jisoo had to sit out of Lovelyz's debut and went to the hospital for mental shock. It is an absolutely insane story from insane people. But the show went on for Lovelyz as they made their official debut. This was Candy Jelly Love. You can already tell Lovelyz would bring that innocent, and I gotta say it, lovely concepts. And just like most rookie groups, album sales were pretty average. Lovelyz would return in 2015 with a repackaged album and the track High in Amusement Park. And the girls continued to perform on great stages, this time on foreign soil, like Japan for KCON 2015, then back in Korea for the Dream concert held in one of the biggest stadiums in the country. But hold up, there was an announcement from Woollim Entertainment. Jisoo would be making a return to the group. The timing was perfect, as Lovelyz was about to drop their biggest hit of their career. It is just one of those timeless bops released in the second to third generation of K-pop. With this song, Ah-Choo, Lovelyz started to do numbers in Korea. It wasn't a massive blow up at first, but still, people were slowly falling in love with it, and slowly it was climbing up the charts. Then Lovelyz would have another surprise viral moment. While on the popular Korean show Sketchbook, Lovelyz performed an a cappella version of Beat It by Michael Jackson. And yes, they killed it, but soon a clip of that performance made its way to Facebook, where it spread among Americans. So much so that it was covered on the news. Anyways, Woollim thought this would be a great time to have Lovelyz meet their fans in person. So they had their first fan meeting, which, fun fact, sold out in only 5 minutes. Lovelyz kicked off 2016 with their reality show, and at the same time, Ah-Choo was still on digital Korean music charts, way after it was released. The staying power of Ah-Choo was something special. Almost as special as what was coming next from Lovelyz. This masterful track called Destiny was special because industry professional producers praised Destiny for its world-class grooves and current arrangements. Just like Ah-Choo, Destiny had that staying power. Finally, Lovelyz got their first solo concert in November, where they spilled the tea that they would come back in February of 2017. And of course, they did. Despite member Yein getting an injury during practice and stepping out from promotions, you could still feel the momentum building for this group. And you could actually see it when Lovelyz returned with Now. Now top charts, and now they brought home their first place on a music show.
네, 러블리즈 축하합니다.
네, 더쇼 초이스 러블리즈 소감 들어볼게요.
네, 일단 이거 무거워.
Lovelyz went on to sell out their first solo concert in minutes and returned for the last time of the year in 2017 with Twinkle. Through 2018 and 2019, Lovelyz was really active and busy, with another concert series lined up, this time extending to Tokyo and Osaka, then 4 comebacks and releases. Oh, and participating in Queendom, like I mentioned before. Then 2020 and 2021 came around. 2020 was marked with Lovelyz's 7th EP album and song. If you notice, Lovelyz didn't stray from their style since the beginning. Yes, going a little bit more modern with synth with Obliviate, but still, Lovelyz remained Lovelyz until 2021. Earlier this week, Woollim Entertainment announced Lovelyz would come to an end, as contracts between the members and the company expired. All except for one re-signed. The leader, Baby Soul, re-signed to stay with Woollim Entertainment. Now that may seem like the end of this story, but some details could have turned the whole disbandment into one last massive comeback. Reporter Lee, who has been covering K-pop and Korean entertainment for years, talked about Lovelyz's disbandment and the behind the scenes of it. He explained that some members wanted to resign, some didn't, but all members agreed that they wanted one last comeback to say goodbye and to go out in style. The Lovelyz members were discussing with Woollim Entertainment about renewing their contract for a long time. In the beginning, things were looking good. A few members stated they will not renew their contract, while some decided that they will. If the agency showed a more proactive attitude, then Lovelyz would have been able to stay together, even though it wouldn't have been all the members. He went on to say, the members who decided to leave the company also wanted one last album and beautifully conclude their activities. However, there were unexpected conflicts in opinions. Because of this issue, the members who were going to stay changed their mind and decided to leave the company. He also touched on another point I was going to in this video, Mijoo. Remember when I said people call Lovelyz Mijoo and friends? Well, the reason was quite simple. Mijoo's personality got her on so many shows, and she became an overnight superstar on Korean TV.
안녕하십니까? 저는 아이돌 준비하다가 할 거 없어가지고.
희극인.
희극인.
지금 개구먼이에요? 네,
희극이냐? 얘는 예능계에서도 괴물이지만
괴물.
Like, I'm one of those people who fell in love with this beautiful, chaotic mess of a person. But that also comes with a problem. Sure, Mijoo would often plug her group Lovelyz, but many didn't even know she came from a girl group, or even she was a singer. To think Lovelyz is probably another group of K-pop whose time was kind of wasted. But still, don't let that take away from their impressive career in K-pop. They were a bit of an underappreciated national pride of Korea in K-pop, and I think anyone that knows Lovelyz would agree. It would have been nice to see one last comeback with many eyes on them like never before, but to me, Lovelyz is a group that everyone should have loved.
Wow.